physically with it?
Mentally.
I'm gonna tell you what everybody said, right? They said you do the investigation and find out what happened about Gumar, because we don't know, and most people don't give a fuck.
Now that you gonna throw the ball back in your car, boy, black.
You got that off of me. What was your question?
So my question was, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to make a video as far as like, you know, the father-in-law, you know, and the history about of our culture. So that's the father right there. Ese es el papá de la nación de los 5%. So, y eso es lo que yo quiero hacer, un video de él, el año que nació. Aquí tenemos todos los dioses que quieren añadir y decir algo, pues vamos a hacerlo en inglés primero y después yo lo voy a traducir. So yeah, so I just said that I was just going to translate the history that you might have some knowledge about the father, you know, because that's what I want to do. Because remember, Allah Shasha, you know, was one of the first Puerto Rican brothers to have knowledge himself. So I really wanted him to, you know, to elaborate or, you know, build on that. But, you know, the brother haven't been around. So, you know, this could get done. It's good.
Have I saw divine education? Mm-hmm. You want to see him? You want to talk to him? No, he ain't here. He disappeared like the motherfucking trader did.
Yeah, so,
I ain't never been so the audience I have now,
that can happen.
Yeah.
It's about to call you again today.
You must know a different divine education.
Yeah, so that needs to happen, right? Because today mathematics is with culture freedom. And we're manifesting the equality of Almighty God. God, like just to ask the question about the determined idea, or the idea, right? Because the degree is, what was his idea making devil? But we changed the polarity of the degree. By changing the polarity meaning that we're talking about the idea of making who the founder of Lucky Tracks on Lucky Trails is, and that's all law, right? We call
Right, the father right here.
Right. So and for the purpose of edification, the reason why we call him the father, because he didn't like being called that, actually. But we call him that because his ability to be able to see the furthest.
Pues lo que está diciendo es que el papá no le gustaba que le llamaran el papá, pero él le decían el papá porque él tenía la habilidad para verle más lejos. So I just said what you just said, that he had the ability, he didn't like to be called the father, but you know what I'm saying, that he was called the father because he was able to see the furthest.
Right, and he always said, call me your big brother.
Que lo
We
llamen,
called him that, we called him the father.
él decía que no le llamen el papá, que le llaman el hermano mayor.
And he says,
What made
he
him?
also called them the father because we were young at that time. We were 14, 15, 13, we was young.
Right.
And he was older than us.
in the
So
morning,
we looked up to him as a father figure.
So entonces lo,
This is why we said that.
so entonces lo que está diciendo es Dios justicia, que él se llama la justicia. Que él le decían el papá porque la mayoría de las personas que venían a su alrededor eran personas jóvenes de 14, 15 años, así es que le decían. That's why I said that, you know, the majority of people that was coming around him, you know, were 14, 15 years old, a youth. So
What made the father the
Everybody
father?
on the
What made the father was the fact that he was able to see some things that other people didn't see. Because a lot of people had them lessons, but he saw in that first degree, right, things that they didn't see. They didn't see the fact that the black man was God or is God. They didn't see it. They was looking for something that, oh, I got you.
yeah, I'm gonna translate what you was just saying before you go further into it. Él está diciendo que el primero que vio las lecciones dio en las lecciones fue el papá. So por eso fue que él lo nombraron así. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what made him the father.
Eso fue lo que lo hizo el papá.
He saw in that first degree in the one that came, who is the original man. The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth. father of civilization and God of the universe.
Okay. One second. Entonces él está diciendo que él vio en el primer grado en la matriculación del estudiante quién era el hombre original, que es el hombre original. El hombre original es el hombre negro asiático, el que hace la crema del planeta Tierra, padre de civilización y Dios del universo. So él fue el primero que vio eso.
He never said that he was greater than us. He never said that he was more supreme than us.
Él nunca dijo que era más superior que nosotros, que era igual.
What made him who he was is the fact that he saw it first.
Que lo vio primero.
That's all I got to say.
Eso es lo que tiene que añadirle Dios. Born. Nacido. Así. Paz.
Paz, right. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. You got a tough point to you.
Okay. Pardon, my bad.
No problem. No, I mean, God, and that's important, man, because we teach all human families on planet Earth, man, black, brown, and yellow. You know, some people will include somebody red, and I see black, brown, and yellow. We see all human, but I say that first because we were the first ones. See, people say, "Oh, the red man is the Indian," but I don't subscribe to that personally. Right? The Indian is the brown seed and the yellow seed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So él está hablando de la semilla que es la negra, la marrón y la amarilla. So, eso es lo que quiere decir que nosotros le enseñamos a ellos lo primero y luego a los blancos. So that's what I said, that first we teach our seeds, which is the black, brown, and yellow, and then we teach the last seed, which is the devil.
Well, we see. Listen, let me say this to you.
The white.
Right. Let me say this. Allah taught everyone. He taught the babies. One of the things we mentioned a lot is, he came to taught the babies. Allah taught anybody that was around him. So if people come through this door, I wouldn't care if you 30 or 40, whatever. Now, as a good teacher, I ask, why now do you want the knowledge? Right? Because again, we know the primary focus with the youth is that, they're the next generation. Right? But Allah taught anybody, because knowledge looks good on the black man and woman. So he came, he taught, those that wanted to learn. Why is that important? Because yes, the children are the primary focus. But if somebody asks a question, that's when class starts. Class starts when someone asks the question.
La clase empieza cuando tú haces la pregunta. Eso es lo que está diciendo el Dios.
Yeah, right. So and then that's when the teacher appears.
Ahí es que empieza a aparecer el maestro.
Yeah, okay, so and
maestro is teacher.
Yeah, got you. No.
They sound like master,
yes.
But it is master. But what we call it is a teacher. The same thing.
And school is
escuela.
Escuela, right.
Right. This would be the escuela de Allah. This would be
Allah.
De Allah. This would be the law school.
Escuela Allah. Yes, right.
Comprende. That's it.
He thinks he's fluent now. Mi mano. You can't tell me. He's fluent now.
I have something to add to that.
Yeah,
the brother was building about why we get it first, and then he said, do we teach everybody? We do. And we were just speaking about how in 1966, the devils asked our Father, Allah, who you are? And he said, I'm Allah. And they thought he was crazy, so they sent him to Mattawan State Prison.
So cuando Allah dijo que él era Allah, lo mandaron para el hospital psiquiátrico en Mattawan, que era la prisión que se llama Sing Sing hoy en día.
And at that time, once he went there, he had to show and prove to all of them who he really was.
Y cuando él llegó ahí, él tenía que probar quién era él, Allah.
He showed and proved to the doctors, the whole administration. They gave him his own office.
A toda la administración, a los doctores, tuvo que probarle quién era Allah.
And hold on, wait. To add to hold on to thought. Listen, to add to law and justice, one of the doctors' name was Dr. Sweeney, who I met in Downstate in 1984, which is right next door to Mattawan. He was in Mattawan, Fishkill now, that was Mattawan then. And his words to me were, right, when he met Allah, right, he said, after talking to him, he said that he understood God being the concept of man's subconscious mind. Let me define what that meant. That the idea and thought of God is in the mind of man. But in this case, the black man is supreme. Man is God, but more importantly, the black man is supreme. But he understood literally that comes from the mind, from a conversation he had with Allah, who they determined being crazy, saying that.
And what was the doctor's name?
Sweeney.
So, el doctor que Alá visitó, psiquiatra, se llamaba el doctor Sweeney. So, como él tuvo una conversación con él y él le probó conscientemente quién era el Dios, que era el hombre original negro.
And as a result of that, while him being there,
Y de un resultado de eso,
he also taught a Caucasian person,
y le enseñó a una persona blanca también,
who we know as Azrael.
que se llama Al-Real.
Okay, and Azrael, once he got the knowledge of self, he came amongst us also.
Entonces él fue el primer blanco que tuvo el conocimiento de sí mismo, pero era una persona blanca.
Because your father always taught us, that we're not anti-white, we're not pro-black.
Porque el padre siempre enseñó que nosotros no somos todo negro ni menos blanco, que nosotros le enseñamos el conocimiento a toda la familia del universo.
But we are anti-establishment.
Pero sí no toleramos cosas malvadas y hacer cosas que no son justas.
That's what I want to say.
Eso es lo que Dios quería añadir. Que esto se trata de vivir bien y no de hacer malicia. Esto es como vivir justo. So I just say, this is about living righteous, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we teach. This we not anti-white or pro-black. You know what I'm saying? We just anti-establishment.
Pro-righteousness.
And poor righteousness. And poor righteousness. We pro.
We for righteousness.
Right. And so to be amongst the true and living, you have to be right and exact. And if you come around here, you better know your lessons, because brother like Ron do right here, the guy right here, and all the brothers right here, you just Divine Education, say peace, God. The brother, everybody right here, you know what I'm saying, is going to come around and ask you questions. So if you don't feel like, if you don't know your lessons, you could come and you could sharpen the sword. But if you come around here, brothers is going to ask questions.
Well, that's what we here for.
That's right, true indeed.
I got a question right now.
What's the question?
Yo, my man, what time we traveling?
All right, so that was peace, God. I appreciate that information from everybody, you know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to say peace. Peace to all the gods.
While you got that off, I want to say this to you. No, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.